Today we are going to perform experiment via virtual lab platform, and the aim of this experiment is to analyze the circuit of comparator and verify its functionality. I would like to thank team of IIT Kharagpur for providing the virtual lab, and we are able to demonstrate experiments to our students easily via this interactive platform. The objectives of this experiment are, at the end of experiment, students should be able to explain operational amplifier as in comparator and analyze comparator circuit and verify its performance or functionality. So before going for the demonstration of experiment, I would like to give you some theory background, and we will be going to discuss about what is comparator, how inverting comparator works, how non-inverting comparator works, and what are the different applications of comparator. So first application we are going to discuss is the op-amp comparator. By the name itself, the idea is this particular circuit is comparing the two signals. So this operational amplifier comparator is comparing the input analog signal, that is the input voltage signal, with a non-voltage signal that is considered as the reference voltage, and on the output the comparison decision that is produced in terms of two saturation voltages, either the plus V saturation or the minus V saturation under the open loop configuration. And we can have two types of operational amplifier comparator. One is called as the inverting comparator and second is called as the non-inverting comparator. This is the circuit diagram of non-inverting comparator. So in the non-inverting comparator, the input analog signal is provided to the non-inverting input terminal of operational amplifier. And as we have discussed that comparator is comparing the analog input voltage with the non-reference voltage. So that reference voltage is provided to the inverting input terminal of operational amplifier, and this operational amplifier that is acting as differential amplifier is comparing these two input voltages. One is the analog input voltage and the another is the non-reference voltage, and based on the comparison it is generating the result at the output. So there may be two situations we are considering here. Either the input is greater than the reference voltage or input signal is less than reference voltage. Let's say if input signal is greater than reference voltage, so that means the signal at plus terminal that will be greater as compared to signal at minus terminal. So if signal at plus is greater, then in that case the output generated here will be plus V saturation. And when the plus becomes less than minus, that means if V reference is greater as compared to input voltage, or we can say V input is less than V reference, in that case the minus signal becomes greater than plus signal and the output generated here will be minus V saturation. So we can see here the waveform. This is the applied input signal. This is the V input signal, and the reference is the value we have taken with the dotted line. So this is the reference voltage. So the input signal from this point to this point, this is less than V reference. So if the input signal is less than V reference, that means signal at minus terminal that is greater than signal at plus terminal. So output generated here will be minus V saturation. Then from this point to this point, the input voltage that exceed the reference voltage. So if input voltage exceed this reference voltage, then the output will switch from minus V saturation to plus V saturation. So till this point we have the output as the plus V saturation. Then again the input start decreasing as compared to V reference. So from this point to this point the input is less than V reference. So output will switch from plus V saturation to minus V saturation. So in this way the output is generated by comparator, and as we can see here the input is positive going, then output is also positive. So corresponding to positive we are getting positive output. So this type of waveform that is showing the non-inverting waveform. And let's say if we take the value of reference voltage negative, that means V reference is drawn in the negative side, that is below x-axis. So here the signal, output signal changes because here the input from this point to this point is greater than V reference, that is from 0 volt to this particular point, as input is greater than V reference. So if input is greater than V reference, in that case output generated will be plus V saturation. Then from this point to this point, the input is less than V reference. In that case, output generated will be minus V saturation. Then again, when the input exceed V reference, then output will be again plus V saturation. And this is the inverting comparator. In the inverting comparator, just we have reversed the two signal. Now the input voltage that is applied to inverting input terminal, and on the non-inverting input terminal we provide the reference voltage. So now it is again comparing these two, and based on this it is generating the output voltage. Now let's say if input voltage is greater than reference voltage, now the signal at minus terminal will be greater than signal at plus terminal. So output generated here will be minus V saturation. And if this signal is small as compared to reference voltage, that means signal at plus will be greater than signal at minus. So output generated here will be plus V saturation. So it is very important to discuss here that we have connected two diodes in the input circuitry. These are called as the protective diodes, so that the input differential voltage that cannot go beyond the plus minus 0.7 volt, because otherwise our operational amplifier circuitry may damage because of the high voltage, as we are operating operational amplifier in the open loop configuration. So these two diodes are connected for the protection purpose, so that if input differential voltage try to exceed 0.7 volt, that can be plus 0.7 or minus 0.7. So one of the two diode get forward bias, and that will protect the circuit from over input voltage. So here we can see that as this is the inverting comparator. So if input voltage is less than reference voltage, then output generated here will be plus V saturation. And if input exceed V reference, then the output here will be minus V saturation. And if we are taking the V reference negative, then from this point to this point input is more than V reference. So output generated here will be minus V saturation. Then from this point to this point, the input is less, so output here will be plus V saturation. Application of comparator, we can use it for the zero crossing detector, amplitude distribution analyzer, pulse time modulator, window detector, timing marker signal generator, and the phase. So this is all about the theory of comparator. If we perform this experiment physically in the lab, then we are going to make the connections on the breadboard. We need operational amplifier IC 741. We need two resistors of same value 4 kilo ohm, that is R1 and R2. We need one variable resistor of 1 kilo ohm. We need LED to display the output, and we need connecting wires and plus minus 9 volt power supply. This is the circuit diagram. Based on this circuit diagram, we are going to perform experiment via virtual lab platform that is working on the 9 volt power supply. This is operational amplifier IC having the non-inverting and inverting input terminal. On the non-inverting terminal, we apply the reference voltage from this point, and on the inverting terminal, we apply the variable voltage, and that we are varying with the help of this potentiometer. And at the output terminal, we have put one LED to display the output. These are the steps to perform the experiment. First of all, we need to visit this website. Then we click on the list of experiment tab there, and here is the list of experiment. Then we select the experiment from the list of experiments, that is experiment number 2, that is voltage comparator. Then when we click on this particular experiment, that is voltage comparator, there are various tabs. So we can go through the theory of the experiment. Already here also we have discussed about the theory background of voltage comparator. Then we can read the procedure of experiment. Step by step procedure is given to perform this experiment. Then we go to simulation tab and this window will appear on the screen. And then we have to make all the connections as per the instructions given. So guided instructions are given, that is the procedure we have to follow. Then after following the procedure, we have to observe the LED that is connected at the output terminal. For 3 cases we need to observe. If V input is less than V reference, if V input is equal to V reference, and if V input becomes greater than V reference. And we observe that if the V input is greater than or equal to V reference, then LEDs start glowing. Otherwise, for V input less than V reference, the LED that is in the off condition. And this is the step-by-step procedure that we need to follow to perform the experiment. So let's go to website and perform this experiment step by step. In this experiment, we have to analyze the circuit of comparator and verify its functionality. So this is the circuit diagram of comparator, and this is basically an inverting comparator. In the comparator, we need to apply 2 voltages. The one voltage is considered to be the reference voltage, and the another voltage that will be the input voltage that we will be going to compare with the reference voltage. So here we have the 2 terminals in the operational amplifier. This is the non-inverting input terminal and this is the inverting input terminal. So V1 voltage is applied at the non-inverting input terminal, and this voltage is considered to be reference voltage. And at the inverting input terminal, we apply the voltage V2, and we keep on varying this voltage with the help of potentiometer connected here. So this is considered to be input voltage and this is considered to be the reference voltage. So we need to consider 2 cases here. If the input voltage applied here, that is less than the reference voltage, so in that case, the output voltage is considered to be low. And if input voltage becomes greater than or equal to the reference voltage, then output considered will be high. And how we observe the output? We observe the output through this LED. So when the output voltage gets high, then this LED start glowing. And in this way, we can verify the functionality of comparator. So first of all, we need to make the connections, and for making connections we need to connect the various nodes here. And how we are connecting the various nodes here? By clicking on to one node and dragging it to another node. So first connection we need to make between the node 3 and the node 5. So we click on this and drag it to this node. We can refresh it because we need to make the connection between the node 3 and 5. So we click on this and drag it to this. So we have first connection. Then next connection that is need to be made between the node 2 and the node 4. Node 4 is not visible with the label. This is the node 4. So we have to make next connection between 2 and 4. So we make connection like this. Then next connection that need to be made between node 6 and 7. So we click on node 6 and drag it to node 7. The next connection that need to be made between the node 10 and the node 1. Click onto this and drag it to this. And the next connection that need to be made between the node 8 and the node 9. So click here and drag it here. So in this way we have to make all the connections. Then we can check for all the connections. When we click on this check tab and the message displayed here is right connection, that means we have done all the connections in the right way. Now we can start our experiment. So now what we can do is, because we have discussed that at the pin number 3, that is the non-inverting input terminal, we apply reference voltage. So reference voltage is taken through this potential divider network that consists of this VCC supply 9 volt, and here the potential is divided among the resistive network that is constructed through R1 and R2. And we can see here R1 is 4 kilo ohm and the R2 is also 4 kilo ohm. So if we measure the voltage at this point, so how much voltage will appear? We can apply the voltage dividing rule, and as per the voltage dividing rule, if we need to measure the voltage across R2, so that is considered as total voltage 9 volt into R2, that is 4K, divided by R1 plus R2, that is 4K plus 4K, that is 8K. So because both the resistances are same, so equal voltage will be divided here. So easily we can calculate this 9 volt will get divided here, and at this point voltage here will be 4.5 volt. So 4.5 volt is considered as reference voltage at the non-inverting input terminal. So we can see here this is already calculated. This is the non-inverting terminal voltage V1, that is considered to be the reference voltage 4.5 volt. Now we need to calculate the value of input voltage that is applied at the inverting input terminal, and this voltage will be dependent on this resistance, and this value we can change with the help of this potentiometer. So potentiometer is here, and with the help of this slider we can vary the value of this resistance, and after varying the value of this resistance, the voltage at this terminal will change. So we can see the effect under 3 cases, like this voltage can be less than this voltage, or this voltage can be equal to this voltage, or this voltage can be greater than this voltage. So we keep on varying the value, of this resistance with the help of this potentiometer, and calculate at each time the inverting terminal input voltage and add it to this table, and finally we can see here the output voltage. So how we are going to perform this? Like the slider, we are putting to low value. Initially it was 0, so let's put it at 37 ohm and calculate the input voltage. So input voltage we can see here 0.333 volt, and the reference voltage is 4.5 volt. So this comparator is comparing these two values, so we can add it to table, and based on the comparison the comparator is generating the output voltage. So later on we will see in the experimental table that what is the effect of input voltage when it is compared with the reference voltage in terms of output voltage. So further we can vary this with the help of this slider, calculate and add it to table, then calculate, add it to table, 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 calculate, add it to table. We can see here inverting terminal voltage is still less than the reference voltage. Then we can calculate it further and add it to table. We can calculate, add it to table, and here we can move the slider slowly so that we can compare the inverting terminal voltage with the non-inverting terminal voltage at the same level. Like till this point the inverting terminal voltage is less than the non-inverting terminal voltage. Now we can, let's put it at 500 ohm. 500 ohm when we calculate, so both the voltages are same, add it to table. So that will be the condition, like initially for some readings this voltage was less than this voltage. Now at this point both the voltages are equal, that is the transition point, and after that if we further change this value, then the value of input voltage will be greater than the reference voltage. So we can increase further. Calculate, add it to table. Now we can see input voltage is greater than reference voltage. Then we can further increase this. Calculate, add it to table. 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 So here we have done the calculation for the various values of resistances. The maximum we can vary up to 1000 ohm because we have put here the resistor of 1 kilo ohm. So we have started with 0 ohm, and with the help of this potentiometer, we have changed the value from 0 ohm to 1000 ohm. And with the help of this variation, we can observe here, as now the input voltage in the last reading, we can observe the input voltage is greater than the reference voltage. So output generated here will be high and the LED is glowing. Now if we put it to low value and calculate it, so LED stop glowing because the input voltage is less than the this particular reference value. And we can see third case, if we are putting this to, let's say 500 ohm, both the values are same, then again the LED is glowing. So conclusion is, if input voltage is less than the reference voltage, the LED that is not glowing, that is output is low. And if both the voltages are equal, LED start glowing, and afterwards for any higher value of input voltage as compared to reference voltage, output will be high and the LED will be glowing. And in this experimentation table, we can observe all the readings. If input voltage is less for all these readings than the reference voltage, then output will be low and the LED is not glowing. And here we can observe at 4.5 and 4.5 both are equal, so output will be high. And for rest of the readings, when the input voltage is greater than reference, the output is again high. And here we have checked in the last all the three cases. We have verified, like if input is less than reference, then output is low. If input is equal to reference, then output is high. And if input is greater than reference, then again the output is high. So in this way, we have verified the functionality of comparator. And this is one of the very important application of operational amplifier that we can utilize it as a comparator. Thank you. So in this way, we can perform the experiment. These are the references used to demonstrate this experiment. Thank you.